to make sure the guests got paid because I had a friend that went on Jerry Springer, and she said that she went on his show and he gave her $1,200 and she got to eat all you can eat, and that was it. And so I
To
was
make
like,
sure the guests got paid because
Go ahead. It was a little bit of feedback. Go ahead.
oh, okay. And she said that she saw her like she was on his show like say 2006, and someone mentioned the show like 2017, and she said, oh, one of my friends said they saw my show, they're still airing it, and she was really proud of that, and I was proud for her that they were airing it, and I guess her episode wasn't really ratchet like Jerry Springer, so it was a
Okay.
good thing, right?
Yes, yes.
However, when I sat back, I said, well, you've been on there 10 years ago, his people and people eating on that.
Yeah.
And I was like, all you got was $1,200. I was like, yeah, so that's what we're not gonna do. I was like, we're gonna find a way to so everybody getting paid residually.
Mhm.
And so I have guests now that reach out for the shows and they want to know that they get analytics so they can see it ain't no cheating. It ain't because we've been robbed long enough. And I just didn't want anything like that. I wanted something where if I'm gonna produce it, we all eating. I don't want to be the only, ain't no fun when the homies can't have none. I
Yeah,
don't want to, you know
right,
what I mean?
right,
So I
right,
want to share. And on that note, this weekend I am filming my first reality TV show based on comedians. So I might be busy, y'all. I'm gonna try to get on at 8 in the morning, but we get
Don't
we
worry.
start we
Well, you
start
need to just
early.
come on so we could see the setup.
For sure, for sure,
You
for
come so we can
sure.
see the setup, and then if you can't stay on, that's
For,
fine.
for sure, for sure. I'll get on and do that. I'll get on so you guys can see. But yeah, I'm so excited. And that one I'm producing with Tasha. Tashina the boss chick. Y'all remember her. She's been in and
Mhm.
out of the room here. She is the executive producer. So it's gonna be so fun and amazing.
Listen, boss. I- Boss stuff is happening in here. Had to catch my word. Boss stuff is happening in here. Okay. People are bossing up and getting stuff done. Like, don't get left behind. Don't be in this room and think that we just here to talk. Don't be in this room and think that we just talking and playing music, but we not doing nothing when nobody's watching. When nobody's watching, we are working. We are writing. We are creating. Honey, let me tell you, let me show y'all something. What I'm working on right now. See my head? I'm gonna video today. I'm creating this workshop called Bloom from Within. And people will be able to paint this head, and then based on what they want the head to represent, love and peace or joy or calmness or whatever, they will put flowers in this head, and it will come with affirmation card, all of that. And it's something that I'm working on right now that it it's gonna be something. And I'm not afraid to share it because I'm not the only one doing it. I'm not the only one doing it. I saw somebody else doing it, but they didn't have any substance around it. So I'm gonna put my Darlaina Rose zhuzh on it, and it's gonna be amazing. So you know what? Shut up, Nona Carey, right now. She's so bad. But we are working. God is talking. As we are leaning into the stuff that we're supposed to be doing, and as we talk about this law of attraction, we're not talking about just attracting money just because it's going to fall on us. We're going to attract the money by doing our gift, by, by showing up, creating space for people to come into, for them to get healing and help and growth. That's how you're going to get the money, by leaning into your gift and people paying you for your gift. You're not just going to go outside in a armored truck going to drop $1 million. No, you're going to start with $50 from that person and $50 from that person, then $100 from that one, then 500 for that thing. And then somebody going to buy the whole thing and give you 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, 100,000. 150,000, 150,000.
And
That's
I'm so grateful that, and I apologize, you did a pause, so I was like,
fine,
I didn't
fine,
cut you
fine.
off, but I'm so grateful for this space that you've curated, because we started from the bottom, right? Like
Listen,
we didn't know these things. If I knew these things back then, it'd be bananas. But don't get it twisted. Like we're all entrepreneurs in here. Like we've been hustling. I've been hustling since I was 5. You know, if it was just taking out people's trash, then I was a candy lady. Then I went to the real candy, and then I'm glad we call. I hustle Melaleuca, the herbal lives. So people have seen, and when I share now with my people, is it wasn't always easy, right? So you hear me now, I'm an executive producer. I didn't know nothing about what that was back in the day. We watched all this content. We had no clue what these people were doing or how easy, effortlessly it is to make this money. And did y'all say y'all affirmation this morning? Because I said it today. Like that's like the main thing. Like money comes easily and effortlessly. And it's so true. And
yeah.
you can be whatever, you can have whatever. And we have all the gifts and tools that we need. And it's just there. So I'm like, it's just a smorgasbord of ideas with all this money. It's there.
Yes. And then what guess what came up for me this morning? I say my affirmations, right? I say everything about the money, right? And then what came up was, you ain't gonna never get it if you don't give them a link to click on to give you the money. You got all that stuff.
You got to watch Joyanne Hunt too. Is that her name? Because she was spitting some gems the other day. I think I'm saying her name right, Joyanne Hunt. You'll usually see her pop up commercials
Mhm.
on Instagram, and she shares like the links, stuff like that. But she talks about that to
Yeah.
create
So
these things to make
yeah,
this money. And we all got ideas like whatever you was just stirring right now. There's something that somebody out there can do just stirring that whatever you was just stirring. Like all kind of idea. I'm like, yo, it's so
it's
much
so
money
much.
out here for us.
And
And
if
we're all creative and we all got our own lane. We don't have to be in nobody's lane. We're all special.
and you have to execute. That's the part. We gotta get away from not just talking. You got to put that stuff out. And after the gala, like I really have been going through for years people not showing up to stuff. And I kept saying, ain't nobody gonna come. Ain't nobody gonna show up. Ain't nobody gonna. Man, what? Watch your mouth. What you said? People showed up far and wide. And that's just the beginning. And what I'm finding is that the people that you expect are not the ones. They're not the ones that's going to pay you the million. The person who nominated me for the doctorate, I know her for a month after she nominated me after seeing me for the second time, but knowing me for a month. Like literally sitting across the table from me. And she just was like with her head to the side a little bit. And then she said, "Okay, God, I hear you." And she's a prophet, and so she said a prayer and said some words that I didn't recognize. And then she said, "Duh, duh, 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 check your phone," and there was the nomination. It's not gonna come from those who've been around, probably, because they so used to us. They used to our magic. It's not magic to them no more. Oh, that's just Darlaina. It's just regular to them for you to be amazing. Go ahead, Sabrina.
Good morning, everybody. Remember, I always say, don't be afraid of a foreign happiness over a familiar misery. Our support is not going to come from the familiar. It's
I
going to
need
come from
that in
the
the
foreign.
chat. I need that in the chat right now. What now? Say it again. Say it
Don't
again.
be, don't be afraid of the foreign happiness. Take a foreign happiness over familiar misery any day, because the strangers are the ones that is going to bless us. It's not the familiar people. Like you said, they know us. That's why so many people in the Bible, God took off to a foreign land, and that's where they were honored at, not among the people that knew them. And I had to learn that. People used to try to bless me and, do this and do that. I'm like, no, 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 that's okay, that's okay. And a lady one day stopped me coming out of church because the lady was trying to give me something, and I was there trying to pay her. And Capathia, that's her name, Capathia. She said, Serena, you're coming for a minute. And I say, yes, what's up? She said, I want you to stop that. I say, why?
Yeah, stop that.
You're knocking other people's blessings. God laid it on their heart to bless you. And she said, you've been doing that your whole life. I've been watching you. I've been knowing you forever. And you always trying to pay somebody for something. And I don't know if it's the fact that you don't want people to say that, oh, I did this for her, I did that for her, whatever the case may be. But I don't even think it's like that. They're trying to bless you. You're always standing there saying, no, Sabrina, you can have this. I just think it'll look pretty on you. You stand there going, let me pay you. How much you pay for it? Yeah. And so I learned that many years ago. But right before I did my book launch, and I seen how people acted who was used to me being a bottom feeder because I went through so much with my eyes. Remember, I was disabled for a long time, but I was legally blind since a teenager. So when it got so bad that I was forced to stop working because I couldn't see how to drive, I couldn't see everything on the computer screen and all of that, that's when I was declared disabled, even though I was always legally blind. So the things got really, really bad for me. I went through that season, where I lost my job. I, lost everything. My stuff got repossessed, all of that. Some people don't never, ever think God is going to raise you back up. So when God raises you back up, a lot of people can't handle that.
Some people don't think that God going to raise you back up. Say that.
Because they're all right with you. They love you as long as you're in the pit. But when it looks like you're either getting close to the palace, they got a problem.
And why is that? That is the thing for real. Because I when we read Bamboozled by Jesus, Yvonne Orji's book, when I read her book, she talked about a friendship, and I recognized this friendship. I had a friendship just like this. And y'all tell me if y'all had a friendship like this too. As long as you needed something, as long as you were in a bad place, that friend was your friend. As soon as you elevate a little bit, even if you elevate just in your mind and you start talking about what you're going to do and you do all of the things that you say you're going to do, when you start to elevate out of that darkness, out of that pit, out of that no money, all of that, that person all of a sudden say, you changed.
Exactly. They're nothing but a monitoring spirit to begin with.
Yes, I did.
Mm-hmm.
I changed. Yes, I'm not asking you for help, but you're not looking at me seeing that I need help and not helping me. And because I'm not there anymore, I changed. No, you just wanted to keep your foot on my neck. And now you can't because my neck is upright. I ain't down. And Yvonne talked about that, like having to release those people who only see you as your circumstance or what happened so long ago, but don't see you in your glory as long as they feel like they on top of you. But they never knew that they was never on top. And when God raised you back up, man, like, and it's so funny. I was talking to one of my friends yesterday from Philly, and she's a singer and now become music activist. They have passed a charter creating turning Philadelphia into a music city. They passed the law for that, and so she was one of the activists behind that. A lot of talent comes out of Philadelphia. Philadelphia has a lot of famous musicians, so they're like, we need to lean into that, and so they did. And she was just saying how she was blackballed for a long time. And just coming up out of that, people are looking at her and giving her that thing like that people do. Like instead of being happy, do you know if you are not happy, if you don't for somebody else, that you'll never get clapped for either? You better
Exactly, because what
you
you
better
want,
get
God will make happen for you.
you better give somebody a standing ovation so you can get you one. Because it is not a game. It's not a game. God is watching you. He is watching how you show up for his people. And when you don't show up and you could, oh baby, you don't clap, you don't applause, you don't give the flowers where the flowers are due, but instead take offense that somebody is growing. Oh yeah, that ain't gonna work. That is not gonna work. We are some super dope, amazing people, and that are doing super dope, amazing things. Go watch the shows. Go buy Sabrina's book. Go watch Sabrina's show and hear her story. And until just now, I completely forgot that she told me she was legally blind. That was a part of her story that she couldn't see. Well, she sure see her way to this call every morning.
Girl, why? I had to run back out the room because everybody else asleep. What you talking about? I feel like she's been in our life so long that
Yes,
I forgot she was even on a show that's how we met. I
yes,
forgot. I forgot.
yes,
Did you mention her name when you was talking about Bridget earlier? I didn't think nothing of it. Sabrina been around just forever. And
yes,
when she's talking, I said, "Oh my God, I
yes.
forgot that we met you for being on
The
I Said
show.
Toxicity."
Yes,
Yes,
Yeah,
the
Sabrina's
show.
everything.
remember I told y'all that the neighborhood guy, when the semi almost hit me because I didn't see the truck. Now, how could he miss me? I don't know. But
God.
the guy in the neighborhood went back and told my grandmother, and I was so mad I didn't speak to him forever. He was a friend of my brother's, and so my grandmother took me to the eye doctor, and I was 15 at that time.
Wow.
And that's when they first found the disease. And I saw him one day later in life, and we was in the store, and he came up to me. He said, "Sabrina, I know you mad at me because I told your grandma about that truck I almost hit you, and I know you don't like me. But if something would have happened to you, that would have been on me." I said, "You right, baby." And I just went on because he was right. Well, nothing I could say. But yes, I'm telling y'all,
Wow.
people, and you also learn people. It could be family too. They'll act like they want to help you. They love you. They just want to be there for you. Baby, them people want a late night conversation topic, and that's why I say I don't mistreat people because a person can come into your life in 6 months and show you that they're a real friend and that does for you something that people haven't done in 40, 50, 60 years.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you that lady knew me for a month. She knew me.
Give me my foreign happiness. I will take it. Leave that familiar misery right where it's at.
I
Mm-mm.
need you to put that in the chat. Accept, accept familiar happiness over no, accept
Over happiness.
foreign, foreign
Over a familiar misery.
over familiar misery.
Yep.
Foreign happiness versus that. I'm about to write that down because that's oh my God. Like I could create a whole talk on that, and I will. And I'm gonna give you the credit. But I'm definitely gonna create something on it. Watch. Look, get my note. Um, it really is. God is talking to us all the time. The question is, are you listening? Are you listening? The other thing somebody said, I wrote it in my book. I wrote it in the back of the book. They said, the potential you see in others is really what you would do if you were in their shoes. And since you're not in their shoes, most times the potential will never be realized. You are waiting for somebody to do something that you think that they should do if you were them. But since you're not, they're never going to see it that way. And that potential that you've been waiting for to unfold in people will never unfold because they will never do what you think they should do. That blew my mind. I wrote it in my book. The potential you see in others is really what you would do if you were in their shoes. And they ain't going to do it. Ain't not going to do it. Ain't not going to do it. And it blew my mind so much, I did a video about it. I'm going to post it later. Foreign happiness versus familiar misery. That's a word. That's a word. Okay. And our cards, our affirmation cards today fit right in. It says the joy I find in my career is reflected in my overall happiness. I have unlimited potential. Only good lies before me. I have unlimited potential. And then the second one says, I'm ready to be healed. I'm willing to forgive. All is well. I love and accept my family exactly as they are right now. And that's timely for me because I got a message from my niece this morning apologizing for not showing up to the gala. Yeah. Nothing by accident. Listen, we are all one. We are all connected by God. We are all connected by divine mind. It doesn't matter what you believe God's name is, doesn't matter how you serve God, whether you serve him at church every week or whether you serve him at Bedside Baptist. It doesn't matter. We're all connected. We're all connected. Just as easy as that time I told y'all about, I went to bed asking God for $100 to spend. I just want to spend $100 and I don't want to worry about that I got to pay something else. I wake up to $100 cash app from my friend Sonia Burris, and her note said, "Because you are good ground." That's a reminder from God. That is God saying you can have it, you could be it, you could do it. Know that I am with you. I have not left you. You can have the desires of your heart. I just need you to lean in and do something that I can bless. Can you put the payment link out there so I can bless it? So that all these people that have been watching you all this time can get in whatever you got. They've been trying to get in for a long time, but you ain't gave them an in. Talk about the show so people can go watch it. Bridget, you missed it. We was talking about you. We was talking about you being on the I Survive Toxicity show, not just for one show, but for part one and part two. And people need to go watch it. You talk about your story all the time. And as you talk about your story all the time, you know, we never have time to get the whole story. But if they go watch the show, they can get almost the whole story. It still ain't the whole story, though. You're going to have to read her books because she got books too. Because that's a story. That's a lady that shouldn't even be here, according to what the world tried to do. But God had the plan. So we can't, we don't get to change God's plan. Nobody gets to change that. Yep. We got to add the links. We got to add the links. We got to add the links. People got to be able to get the stuff. So it's my mission today to create now I already have the social media content plan. Now the trick is I got the plan. I know what I'm going to post. Now, how do I get it to post? Okay. So now I need to find a scheduler. So I hear that Canva has a scheduler. So I'm going to take a look at that. I used to use this scheduler called Buffer, and Buffer, I remember that as you put stuff in, you can see what your grid looks like even before you do it. So I'm going to put it out and I'm going to have the links. By end of day, I'm going to have the links for the Sister Circle, the links for the Bloom from Within workshop that I'm creating, and all of the other things that need to come from this. And yes, Bridget, I'm on YouTube. I posted a short today, and I'm going to post some of these videos that I already got all on YouTube. I'm just going to go ham. Y'all be like, oh my gosh, she everywhere. Go ahead, Bridget.
Listen, I found a post yesterday that said if cauliflower can be pizza and zucchini can be noodles, you could be anything you want to be. And
Wow.
I posted it on my Facebook page immediately. I said, you know what? I said, bet, okay, listen, let me tell you something, Darlene. The lady I found, they're in a group called Exodus Summit. It's two women, and they started their organization to help Black women move abroad. They have now about 25,000 Black women. They only cater to, and they tell you, look, we ain't trying to hurt nobody's feelings, but this group right here is for Black women. They don't make no apologies for it. They say we are here to help Black women because we are tired of seeing Black women walk around fighting the world when the world don't care about you. It's
Mhm.
time for you to care about yourself.
Yep.
And they get on YouTube. They have a class. The lady teaches a class. And everybody she talked to, she tell them, get on YouTube. I watch people day in and day out on TikTok telling people about posting and they complaining. And I was like, why don't y'all just stop posting over here? If they not paying you, leave. But we so used to abuse and people not treating us right and fighting for. I got a right to get paid, baby. Go where they paying people at. YouTube don't have no problem paying folks. I ain't seen nobody yet that be saying YouTube. If you follow YouTube rules, they gonna pay you. I watch a family in Mississippi. I've been watching them for 2 years. Ever since I walked away from, let me tell y'all something. I'm a person, I realize the bravery that I have in my heart and the courage that I have in my heart. And I have to say, you know what, girl, you one bold woman. I done walked away from Section 8. Folks called me stupid. My rent was $75. And I walked away from Section 8. Why? Because that house will never be mine. I don't care if it's $75 a month. That house will never, ever, ever. I didn't ask God for a Section 8 house. I asked God for my own house.
Mhm.
So that house will never be mine. I'm
Mhm.
not finna stay there. I walked away from it. I walked away from my whole job and career because I got myself in some shit that I shouldn't have got myself into. So, hey, I ain't blaming on nobody else. I had to take responsibility for my own shit and flush it.
Flush
You
it.
understand?
Flush it.
Flush that shit. You understand? Because after, look, shit stinks. I'm sorry. I don't know about anybody else. You can't keep that around you. If Sabrina, girl, that foreign happiness over familiar miss, girl,
That's
girl,
the thing, right?
girl, run it up, run it up. That right there, that's a word for the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm. It
That's
is.
a word for the rest of your life. Because Jesus said, I went to my own and my own received me not. I went to my own. Jesus said that. Bridget didn't say that.
You say
Jesus
it again,
said it.
Bridget. You cut off. Say it again.
Jesus said, I went to my own and my own did not receive me. Jesus said that. It's in the Bible. Talk to me later. I'll tell you where it's at. He said, I went to my own. I went to my own. And I'm gonna tell you something.
You're right.
Your own think you your own think you crazy. They think you are out of your mind. for the
Mhm.
things that you do. But
Yep.
guess what? You got to
Yep.
be brave. You got to be courageous and step out on faith. And I
Yeah.
reminded myself of that even now. I got to rebrand my life, Darlena,
Mhm.
because the truck is good. I did it, but the truck ain't working no more. All right.
Mhm. 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 What they say, there is a time and there is a place, there is a reason, and
A
there is a
season for
season.
everything. To
Yeah.
everything. To everything under the sun. There is a reason and a season. And the Bible said that too. That's Ecclesiastes 3 and 1. I could tell you what it said. You go to Ecclesiastes, it'll tell you it's a time for everything, Darlene. It's a time for everything. But when you realize it's time to grow, you can't deny that.
Yeah.
Can't deny that. And the point I made about the Exodus Summit, these two women started helping black women. They didn't say everybody. They zoned in on who they want to reach. And guess what? If we believe in the greatness of God, don't we know that God got enough for all of us? I tell y'all, we do not see birds having no meeting about what they gonna eat today. They don't. They what we gonna eat? The bird. All they do is God gave them wings so they could fly and go get whatever they want to eat.
Mhm. Wow. I,
But guess what God gave us? A mouth.
mhm.
We got a mouth where we can talk. Are you able to talk this morning?
Yes.
Are
Yes.
you able to walk this morning?
Yes.
Can you feel? Can you smell? Can you see? I mean, the thing, look at some man. Do you understand, Sabrina, girl? Girl, come on
And
now.
it's so funny, Bridget, because every time I speak about domestic violence, I always end with don't never be used to abuse. Once you it's over. And we teach people how to treat us by what we allow.
Mhm. Absolutely. Absolutely. Mm-mm-mm. It's a word being said today.
Yeah, what's the name? I'm sorry. What's the name of that organization that helps Black women? Bridget, what you say that was?
It's called Exodus Summit.
Okay.
Summit.
Put it in
And
the
the
telegram. Put it in the telegram,
I
Bridget.
put I need you to add me. I tried to find the Telegram group. I can't find it.
Okay.
So add me back to it.
Okay. Okay. We'll do. Listen, we don't have to do nothing that we don't want to do. We don't have to be anywhere we don't want to be. Like the sooner we get that, oh, the better life is going to get. God will move providence for you, change everything around you if you just ask. God, tell me what step to take, tell me which way to go, and then follow the intuitive nudges. You be thinking about doing something, and then you tell yourself no, and then God say, "Go ahead," and you be like, "Who said that?" uh, who pushing me? Go ahead. See, the thing that's happening with me now is the transition from doing everything free to getting paid.
Mhm,
And that's what I'm getting pushed on
mhm.
because now I could try to do something for free, but I promise you that Rebels, the House of Unicorns where I'm hosting, it's not free. So I got to pay for the room. So if I pay for the room, how can I give it away for free? And the tools that I want to supply and give are not free. Giving people books and t-shirts and all of the things that you want to do cost money. So, in order to make this an experience that will impact the lives the way that they need to be impacted, it cannot be free. And the other thing is, sometimes when things are free, people don't show up because they do not have any skin in the game. But let somebody pay $50 for something. Oh, I paid $50. I'm on my way. Uh-huh. I gotta come to that. And the amount of energy and effort that it takes to put on the things that we are putting on, it gotta cost something. Because it costs the person. It's gonna cost me energy, effort, time. And when you decide to do your thing, it's gonna cost you too. God said use your talent and your gift. Those gifts will make way for you. Those gifts will make money for you. That's what that means. Ain't that what that means? Am I confused? Mm-mm. I'm not confused.
Look, I put it in the chat. You attract seed sowers when you place value on your work.
Yep.
You attract people that don't mind giving. Because I'm gonna tell you something, business people know that stuff costs money.
Mm-hmm.
So when you don't charge for it, that's why they don't show up. Because they like, oh, they ain't gonna give me all that for free. Because they know.
Mm-hmm.
They know it costs money. So if you doing something majorly wonderful for free, they wondering, okay, what's the catch? They
Mm-hmm.
immediately think scam. When you done been scammed so many times by crazy people, you immediately think scam. Okay, I'm not going to that. But when you put a price on it, put a price on it, and say for this amount of money, this is what we're offering. This is what we offer. Even the Exodus Summit, I've been watching them long enough. They have a free product and they have a not free product. And
Mm-hmm.
they tell you, coaches had to tell them that they wasn't charging enough for what they offer.
Yeah.
They're helping women leave the United States of America. I'm talking about giving them real tools to the exit. You
Mm-hmm.
want to make an exodus? They got you. They know what to do. Why? Because they did it.
Yes.
They've done it. Okay, Darlaina, you have the tools. We all have something that we can offer to people.
Yes.
Yes. But we have to put value on what we're doing. We
Yeah.
have to put a price on it. Somebody taught me that about being a publisher. I was charging a little bit of money and I was getting a little bit of respect. These people was wasting my time. And that look, wasting my time aggravates me more than anything. I don't mind helping you, but if you're gonna waste my time and I ain't charging you nothing but $500, come on now. If you don't get out my, do you know how much ghostwriters make?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how much a ghostwriter makes?
Yes.
And they make it on every book you sell.
Yep.
Why would I keep on doing this for you and helping you to get somewhere? And if I ask you to write one paragraph by Saturday, Saturday come and you ain't wrote one paragraph.
Yeah.
I I can't
Not
do
ready
it.
yet. They're not ready yet, and
They
it's okay.
not ready. I can't do it. So
Not ready. And the other part to success that I'm reading is that you have to know who you're speaking to. You're not speaking to everybody. I'm speaking to women 50 and older who are either empty nesters, entrepreneurs, people who have already lived the first half of their life. Kids grown, like all that. That's who I'm talking to. I'm not talking to 20 somethings. I'm talking to the more established woman. So when you know your audience, then you can speak to them specifically. And when you speak to them, just like the sheep hears the shepherd that they belong to, The people who belong to you, who belong in your tribe, will hear you and show up. Those who don't belong won't. And be okay with that. And I heard a pastor one time say, how can you take care of the 40,000 if you don't take care of the 40? So I'm saying, how can you take care of the 40 if you can't take care of the 4? I don't care if one person show up, if two people show up, whatever it is no different than two people showing up in your house. You're going to treat them with the utmost of hospitality, and you're going to give them everything you got. And that's what it got to be. When I started my book group in 2010, it started with 4 women. Up until Vaughn getting sick, I had 15 women in my house every week. I can't even imagine what it would be if I never stopped. So you just got to start again. This is not starting over for me. This is beginning again. Beginning again with all the knowledge that I had from back then and all the new knowledge that I've gained. And that's what it will be for you too. Begin again. Not start over. Begin again. Begin again is starting from right here in the middle, not back there where you started at. You right here now. Begin again. From right here. With all the knowledge, all the information, everything that you have acquired and accumulated, the words that come up in your spirit, the words that come out of people's mouth, and then God immediately gives you some words to go with what they said. What? Familiar misery versus foreign happiness. That's a chapter in a book. Cauliflower is pizza. Zucchini is noodles. How is that you? How could that be you? What could you transition yourself to be? Like I heard all of that today. And trust and believe me, when you see it somewhere, know that I heard it right here first. Just like I heard the potential you see in others is really what you would do if you were in their shoes, and they never going to do it because they're not you. So
Hey,
stop.
look, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
I can't tell. And I
Oh, you
use
breaking
back
up.
the
You breaking up. You breaking up. Hold
oh
no,
damn.
you breaking up bad. Where you at? In the meanwhile, go ahead, Sabrina.
And always remember, cause honey, I've did it more than once, more than twice, more than 3 times. It is never too late to begin again.
Never too late to begin
I
again.
don't care if you fall down 30 times, you get back up 31.
Absolutely. I know I heard somebody just say the other day, it was a post. It says, if you started over more than once, put something on the post. And my friend that posted said, this is my 4th time. This is my 4th time starting over. How many times? And it's not a start over, it's beginning again. It's my 4th time. Listen, I'm about to buy a house again. I'm beginning again from what I knew. Yes, Nikki saying transition. It definitely is all of that. Like you have the power to begin again at any given time. You have the power to throw all of the stuff up in the air and walk away. You don't got to be no place with nobody, especially in misery. Familiar misery. What is that? I don't want no more of that. I'm definitely excited about foreign happiness.
And especially remember those people. Oh, they've been my A1 from day one. We've been down since the playground. That's where you should have left them at. Because they just familiar. They are not for you. They're just familiar. They are not your friend, baby.
Dr. Loretta said to me, she said, oh, baby, you call everybody your friend. They not your friend. You know, if people do that to you, they not your friend, right? She said, I just keep praying for you. Yes, you can borrow it. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
But you
ahead.
know, I call everybody my friend too. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
I'm driving. I'm about to pull over in a minute. But that what Bridget said earlier about the cauliflower being a pizza and the zucchini being noodles, like that really resonated with me because that just means we could be whatever, and it doesn't matter what people think because people thought they was crazy when somebody said, I'm gonna make a cauliflower pizza, or these noodles are made out of zucchini. So we can't worry about what other people think. And those friends, they're my friends because I learned something from each, even the ones that burn me, right? So it's okay that you call them your friends, because that's why my show's called Known and Caring Friends. They're all, I learn from everybody.
Absolutely. That don't mean they have friend access. I call them friend, but they don't
That's
have
the part. Everybody's compartmentalized, right? Like everybody, I got
like.
some I can hang out with, some I barely talk to, some I know grab my pocketbook when they come near. Those my friends though. You know what it is.
Yeah, I know. Okay, you know how to categorize them. That's why I tell people so many categories. You got friends, you got associates, and even if they are your friend, you know how to deal with them. Like you say, it's family members.
Mm-hmm.
Baby, lock it up. Yeah, she finna stop by. Go put that up. I mean, hey, it is what it is. You got to know how to deal with those people, and it's okay. You know what? At least you know what you're getting. You know what you got.
Yes, absolutely. Oh my God. We're gonna pick this up tomorrow. Bridget, take us out.
Listen. Listen. I tell people all the time, Waffle House taught me how to deal with people.
Yes.
I worked the night shift at Waffle House at least 10 years straight before I worked on another shift. 10 years of third shift. It
Wow.
taught me how to deal with people.
Mm-hmm.
10 years of foolishness. You hear me? Foolishness. It taught me, I'm talking about taught me how to deal with people, because you learn from the lessons of God. I
Mhm.
think about God and I'm like, God, you know what? You love all of us, no matter what department we're in, what kind of crazy we got. Somewhere in God's heart, he thought enough of us to say, you know what? I'm going to wake you up today. You
Mhm.
know what? I'm going to give this gift to you. And guess what? He don't love Darlaina more than he loved me. He don't love me no more than he loved Darlaina. So guess what that means? We got the same access
Yep.
to this earth, to and everything that's in it. We have the same access. So therefore, we are blessed going in.
Bless going in.
We are blessed coming out.
Bless coming out.
We're blessed in the city.
Blessed in the city.
We're blessed in the field.
Blessed in the field.
We are always in the right place at the right time
Always in the right place at the right time.
with the right people,
With the right people.
doing the right thing
Doing the right thing
for the right reason.
for the right reason.
And everything is in divine order.
Everything is in divine order.
As Jabez says,
As Jabez says,
bless us indeed.
bless us indeed.
Expand our territory,
Expand our territory.
which means our mind. Expand our mind, God. Let us see ourselves in the light that you see us. Extend an open hand of favor to us,
Extend an open hand of favor to us.
that we may do no harm.
We may do no harm.
And we let go and let God.
And we let go and let God.
And we go with the flow
And go with the flow.
and let the blessings and the money roll in
Let the blessings and the money roll in.
from the north, south, east, and west,
From the north, south, east, and west.
from above and beneath,
From above and beneath.
from known and unknown sources.
From known and unknown sources.
Tell us about the money, Darlana.
We have supernatural unlimited money sowing supernatural unlimited seeds.
And we live and we give from God's abundant overflow, meaning we never ever
Yes,
run out,
yes, no, yes,
run out, and we got plenty to lend, plenty to send, plenty to plant, and we do it every day, like
we do it.
Shanae husband said.
Absolutely. Nikki said, I'm so glad I found you. She on TikTok. She said, I'm so glad I found you. Those are such powerful words, and I'm grateful to be found. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Have an amazing day on purpose. I'll see you tomorrow, same time, same station. Bye for now.